2 trap pets. Not good. That's bad for me. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, 77. Okay, I think what I want to do probably is... Let's start with the living sandling. We are faster than Little Ragnarok, so we can hit him real hard with the sandstorm. Can't make him miss, but still, he's half health now. Let's go for the quicksand. If I get that trap to go off, that's kind of... I'm okay with that. Okay. I think I kind of want to get that trap to go off with Sticky Surge, so I don't have to worry about it. He'll die to an Ooze Touch, although Sandstorm's going to keep him alive. I think it's still in my best interest to take out the trap. Maybe? Kind of rethinking that. So if I set it off now, I'm going to be stunned. And then he might get down a second trap. I don't think so, though. Okay, so we don't take damage from that. He has 2 turns. 309. I think we bring in Clutch. Oh, he has Magma Wave. Okay. Well, it's not going to be very effective under Sandstorm. I could go for Tornado Punch and kill him, and I think it's worth it to go for that. Actually, maybe I just go for Skull Toss. Skull Toss could high roll and kill him, and if it misses, that's fine. I can either Tornado Punch for the guaranteed kill, or I can swap him out. I don't have AoE, though, so I think it's better if I Tornado Punch. Not going to risk the high roll while he can punish me with the second trap. That would not be worth. Okay, well, this is a good matchup. Do I want to swap him out, or do I want to just take the strong damage? I don't know if I want to give him the trap, which is why it's smart of him to bring in this guy. I might get baited by this, but I feel like going for the guaranteed damage and not taking any is probably worth allowing him to get down another trap. I might regret that later, but we'll see how this plays out. I kind of want to save Clutch for later, so let's bring in the Living Sandling. Uh-oh. Okay, let's hit him with Sandstorm. We're still faster because of Sticky Surge. Oh, he's going to be doing big boy damage. Oh, that was a very, very low roll. That was unlucky. He had a 25% extra damage, and it still did 260 on a power balance. That was very unlucky. Okay, he's going underneath. I can actually just bring in Petal right now. And AoE heal, and yes, it's game over. He doesn't have traps, so that was his only win con, was to get another trap down, and he had puppies. So that was fortunate for us. Wasn't the team I was trying to get. There's a team I barely beat last game that I'm trying to figure out how to counter. I felt like this would be a reasonable, decent matchup because he has the Karaji Guardling. So he also has the Imp. So Living Sandling is fantastic versus the Imp. Clutch is good versus both of those humanoids. And then I have Petal, because his team is really fast. Both of these pets are 325, and that pet's 333. So Sticky Surge can give him a big problem, because then Clutch will be faster than all of them. And Living Sandling will actually be... No, Living Sandling will still be slower. But he counters Immolation, and he can, like, keep up with the Karajian damage. It's not like a perfect counter. If I wanted to, like, hard counter that guy, I would play I'd play this team right here. But I only fought him once, so it's possible he just played once and isn't going to keep trying that team again. Okay, let's pick a team that I think has a chance versus that guy. I like this team a lot. I don't know how well it'll do versus a Fiendish Imp. And then I have a speed tie between the Nightshade and then these two other fast pets. The Nightshade Sproutling is just actually very bad versus that team, so as much as I like this team, I'll hold off on playing it. Pick something else. Okay, maybe another Nightshade Sproutling team. That doesn't seem a whole lot better. I mean, if I'm going to pick a team that I think is guaranteed to win versus him, that eliminates, unfortunately, like 95% of my teams. So maybe I'll just have to pick something that I think has a decent chance and hope I don't get him. Because his team is really good. Like, it's going to be difficult to beat consistently without Sandstorm. Not sure actually how I beat him on that with that matchup, but it worked out for us, I think. He could have played better, probably. Okay, so how about the Wicked Soul? The Wicked Soul is faster than all of his pets. The Vengeful Porcupine can outspeed him, but then it's weak to the two humanoids. And then Drafty is a speed tie. I feel good about this team into him. Not like I think it'll hard counter him, but I feel like it has a chance. I kind of like the team. It's also just like these pets do fairly decent if I queue into a darkness team. I wouldn't say I'm guaranteed to win or anything, but the Vengeful Porcupine, well, basically the Vengeful Porcupine is a good option versus most darkness pets. Wicked Soul, obviously not great versus darkness, and then Drafty is, well, an elemental, so he can't miss. He's pretty fast with the swap, and then Autumn Breeze can make them miss. He's basically just here to tie these two pets together with an extra AoE heal. So I think what I'll do is I will start with Drafty. I have the advantage now of knowing what his team does, although I don't know what the Harbinger Flame does. I can imagine it's probably something involving Immolate and Conflagrate. Could be wrong. Oh, he started with the Blazehound. Well, did he swap to Magma Trap, maybe? I thought he would start with Little Ragnaros, so I was going to try to swap him out. Well, let's go for a Wild Winds. I might just have to take the trap with somebody. Okay, so this brings in... it'll bring in Little Ragnaros because they're a speed tie and he was the second slot pet. Could go for Autumn Breeze to try to make him miss his trap, but since he's running Magma Wave, what I think I'll do is I'll bring in the Wicked Soul. Go for a Haunt. If the trap goes off, it's gone. If it doesn't, he's haunted. Okay, so it's gone. And I was going to say, if he goes for Magma Wave and then I go for Haunt and it doesn't trigger the trap, then Magma Wave will actually remove the trap for me. So now is a pretty good time to bring in my Vengeful Porcupine and start stacking up. Well, I only need one Powerball, actually, to outspeed his whole team, so let's do that. Let's do a Powerball. Vengeful Porcupine isn't great versus the Humanoid, obviously, so we may as well use him while he doesn't have the Humanoid out. Okay, I think he'll swap. Regardless, we'll go for damage. Obviously, I'm not using Spirit Spikes into... Oh, he swapped to Sulphurous Smash. Maybe he swapped to Trap. There's actually not a 0% chance of that. Okay, Yeah, we're bringing in Drafty. I want to swap this guy out. I don't want to deal with him. I want to save my Vengeful Porcupine's HP. So this will bring in the Blazehound, who I'm assuming still has puppies. But if he has Trap, well, that didn't really accomplish much for me, did it? We can still... Do I go for the dot or the heal first? think we go for the dot. Obviously, if I use my heal first, it'll come off cooldown faster, but I don't think my win con is to get as many autumn breezes out as possible. I'm just kind of using it. Oh no, the 25%. The 25% miss. Very clutch. Okay, that puts me very far ahead. I think I can win now, but there is the trap still. The trap could still save him. He doesn't... Well, he could have Magma Wave, actually. Maybe I sacrifice... I'm going to go for Wild Winds, because there is always the 25% chance he misses again. Oh, I don't think he can miss with puppies. Okay. I actually don't know. I'm assuming... Oh, no, puppies can miss, apparently. Well, that's good. Let's go for the Wicked Soul. A haunt or a heal? I think we go for the haunting song, get some healing up. I'm not sure if I want to go for a haunt or a shadow shock. I think I want to go for the haunt. Oh, the trap goes off again. Okay. Well, it's a good thing he went for Suns instead of Sulfurous Smash. Okay, we have to save our Wicked Soul so we can have a chance to take out that Harbinger of Flame. That Magma Trap is just going off instantly every time, which is unfortunate. I think I'll use Spirit Spikes instantly, mitigate some damage. If he's smart, he'll bring in the humanoid to take weak damage. Is he smart? This guy's running a power balance Blaze Hound with Puppies of the Flame. Oh, but he's smart enough to take weak damage on his humanoid. Okay. I don't know if he knew that he took weak damage or if he just saw the Spirit Spikes, but yeah, that was the correct play. Well played by him. I don't have my cooldowns. I think I just bring in the... I think I bring in the Wicked Soul and go for a strong attack. I'd actually just be better off, I think, on this team running Ghostly Bite than Shadow Shock, but oh well. Okay. Well, a flank should kill him. 300 damage, yeah, double kills him. And I have my... I bought my Spirit Spikes back, so... I might be able to make something happen with my Vengeful Porcupine here. If he's dumb enough to attack into Spirit Spikes, I could win this. But I also could have just won this a lot more easily if the trap wasn't going off instantly every time. That trap is giving me trouble. Okay, so the best move here is for you to press that pass button. He was smart enough to swap in earlier, so I suspect he will do that. Oh, please attack me. Haha, he kills himself with Spirit Spikes. Yeah, Harbinger of Flame is not the sign of an experienced PvP pet battler. He won easily if he just passed there, because I deal weak damage. But he one-shot himself with Spirit Spikes, so got a lucky win there for sure. Okay, we got two double trap. Well, he has two elementals that can run trap. I think running a critter is going to be a good idea. But which critter? Well, we played with Cobbleshell last time. What about the Damp Scrat? He's not running Magma Wave anymore, so maybe I can get away with running a Clone Dance team. What was that team I was looking at? We had... Okay, so that team might actually be pretty decent. He's not running Magma Wave. This team could probably do well. I'm thinking either Mathematics or... I just like this team better. Oh, but I've played this team more. This is tricky. I'm just gonna play this team because I like it better. There's a reason I've played it more. It's a fun team. It's not gonna do great if I queue into that Kiraji Guardling, but I mean, neither is this team. In fact, I think this team might actually have I mean, they're both screwed if they queue into a Sandstorm Pet, but at least this guy's faster than the Kiraji, so maybe he can make something crazy happen with a well-timed dive. Okay. I think what I want to do here is start with the Scrat. That Fuzzy could give me a lot of trouble because of brittle webbing. And Great Sting with... actually, I don't know if it works with Great Sting, but I know it will with Cyclone, so... I think what I want to do here is... I don't know if I want to go for... I'm going to go for the Great Sting. If he goes for a Howl, I think my Damp Scrat is just dead. Oh, he's going for Arcane Explosion. That's fine with me. This is okay. He actually has double dragons. So Cyclone's not going to do a whole lot of damage to him, but it is kind of the foundation of my whole team, so I'm still going to go for it. This whole team is a big problem for me because Fuzzy is faster. Do I go for Cyclone or Mothballs? Let's go for Cyclone. If he goes for Surge of Power, I'm dead. Okay. This is fine. Also, I want to get as much AoE damage as possible. I don't necessarily care so much about single targeting down Chrominius. Obviously, these two will do just fine versus him since he doesn't have Bite. I can just fight him with the Damp Scrat. I'm not sure how to take out that Fuzzy. He's so fast. Assuming he has Wish, Brittle Webbing, and Spiderling Swarm. I guess he could be running anything, though. Don't queue into this pet a lot. Okay, if he goes for Surge of Power, I think he's just going to keep spamming AoE. I'm going to bring in the Damp Scrat and go for another Uncanny Luck. He's going to have a Beast Racial, or Dragon Racial Surge of Power here, but I think he's probably just going to go for Arcane Explosion. He's doing a lot of damage with Chrominius, but I'm also doing a lot of damage with Cyclone. And Great Sting. So at this point, I think Fuzzy will probably just die on the back line to Cyclone with Sting, especially if one of them crits. Yeah, that was a nice crit. I think he's dead now. Let's go for another Chomp. No crit, but it's a high roll. Can my Snapdragon 1v3 here? A low roll kills him, but I'm slower than Fuzzy. Oh, but he dies to the dot. Yeah, we should be in the clear. That was a little bit of a stressful game, but fortunately he has the wrong breed of Nether Fairy Dragon. So we should be doing just fine. Yeah, that Chrominius almost soloed my team. You don't see that pet a lot in PvP. Okay. Well, versus that guy, a mechanical will do great. Oh, but that's tricky because what if I queue into that double elemental team? What are the odds this is the same player? It's kind of it seems like an odd coincidence that he has two elementals and a humanoid, and then he has two dragons and a beast. It's like he's asking me to play a mechanical into this, but then if he has the elementals, then I lose. It could be a coincidence, but I feel like this might be the same player just because he has this signature style of putting two of the same family type on the same team. I guess he thinks this is threes and he's going to have two DPS and a healer. I don't know if that's his mindset. It just makes it feel kind of win tradey, but Oh well. I mean, I could always just run a mechanical with lots of aquatic damage, and I'll probably be okay versus both of them. So, I think what was that team I was looking at earlier? They had the Storm Touch Snapdragon. We got a mechanical. We got lots of aquatic damage. Nightshoot Sproutling should be great versus like all of these pets, except for that random beast pet is a little bit of a troublesome pet for me. But I have a mechanical. I feel like this team should do great versus either of these guys. I have, well, I have no critter to deal with traps, but I can always potentially blind the application of the trap, and then I should be in the clear. I feel like I'm not going to get that double elemental guy again. Yeah, we got this guy again. This time he's running the archetype of multiplicity, so 357 speed. He's basically a rabbit with a stun instead of a dodge. Um, okay. My poor Nightshoot Sproutling is just not going to be very useful versus that. I guess I'll start with Mr. Delver here, which worked out nicely since he is starting with the stun pet. We'll go for a build turret in case he doesn't stun me. Oh, nice. He went for burrow. I am down with that. Let's go for... Well, I could swap them out, but I think it's better to take as much health from this pet as possible, because I think of these three, this is the biggest problem pet for my team. If he stuns me, I can swap, and now he doesn't have a dive, so I can just kill him with Call Lightning. Or Call Darkness, actually. Okay, so there's the stun. He has humanoid damage, or weak versus humanoid damage, and I don't have a humanoid. I think what I want to do here probably is bring in the Snapdragon. I got a turn of turrets so that if he swaps here, it'll hit somebody pretty hard. If he doesn't swap, he's dead. Okay, so he's saving that guy for later, which is a very good move. A surprisingly good move for somebody playing a HP Nether Fairy Dragon. He might go for a heal. I think what I want to do here is probably bring in Mr. Delver. I can throw down a turret, take weak damage from his attack since I know he's running Arcane Explosion. And then we can swap in the rabbit. To take that turret under lightning. If he goes for a stun, he's taking a turret, so I think his best bet is probably actually just to swap here. Or he could burrow, but now he's guaranteed to die. Build turret actually might kill him, but I think the safe option is just go for missile. To kill him before he stuns me. Because missile will definitely kill him this turn. I think turret would have, but I didn't want to do the math. Alright, he's going to go for a heal, so it might be in my best interest to just go for build turret, because over the course of 4 rounds, it will be more damage than going for turret for missile right now. Oh, now he's locked into place. That is fine. Yeah, this was a very good matchup for me. And I don't think the HP Nether Fairy Dragon is going to be able to 1v3. I mean, I've been wrong before, but Mr. Delver, you did great. Let's keep you alive. You deserve life. Okay. Well, we can go for Call Darkness, but he might have Life Exchange. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does. So let's just go for Blind. Oh, nope. He does have Evanescence. Okay. He can't hit me. I could pass, but I'll just go for Lash. Okay, let's go for a Call Darkness. He can miss and I can't. He can always change the weather on the next turn, but he's also like dead in one Lash. Uh-oh. Moonfire might kill me. Come on, Nightshade Spratling, get that triple. Does he die? I think he does. Yeah, because he has the extra power. Yeah, normally the SS wouldn't have killed there, I don't think. Oh well. I guess my Nightshade Spratling didn't want to live. I get it. I can relate. Okay. So that's 4 wins. I think I'm going to go for one more and then call it for the video. We lost with this team earlier. Maybe we get a... Oh, I just played the Nightshade Spratling, though. Well, the Nightshade Spratling is really good versus Double Dragons, and that's kind of what he's asking for. Especially since he doesn't have the SS. I like this team. I'm going to play it. I don't care. Yeah, Nightshade Spratling's OP, but... Yeah, he's playing Double Dragons. He's kind of asking for it if he queues up again with that team. And I like this team, and it lost to a 10% miss chance last time I played it, so... Try to get it one more win, and then... Yeah, if I queue into, like, that team, I expect I have a chance to win. Well, this isn't the guy. Should have a decent matchup here. We got Kunchang Hatchling, Runeforge Servitor is a terrible team. He's probably going for Tea Party, so... What can I do about that? I think we probably want to start with the Nightshade Sproutling. Since he's likely to go for Call Lightning, I can blind that. Question is, does he go for Call Lightning, or does he go for like Supercharge or Iron Skin? Call Lightning's weak damage. I'm going to go for Lash. If he hits me with Call Lightning, that's fine. Yeah, that was a big mind game that I went for damage instead of just sending the blind like a robot. So now is a fantastic time to blind him, although he might go for Wind Up. Nope, he has Jolt. Okay. Well, I'm not going to hit him if I do Lash, but I don't want to use Call Lightning and then have him... Or I don't want to use Call Darkness and then have him change my weather. Okay, I have an idea here. He's blinded. Let's bring in the Deathwatch Hatchling, actually. Both of these pets are slower than him, so I could just stun him for free. He's probably going to go for, like, Pheromones and Poison Fang with Lightning. I think it's... Oh, he also might have Shell Armor. Well... Let's go for Wood Chipper if he has Shell Armor. I mean, seeing as he has Iron Skin, I actually think it's fairly likely he has Shell Armor, but... If he's doing that, maybe I bring in the Violent Pultrid and AoE his backline a little bit. Let's see what he does here. Yeah. Yeah, he has Shell Armor. Okay. I don't know how I suspected that, because usually you'll see Kunchongs with Puncture Wound. At least that's what I would play generally, but... Okay. We can't hit him. Let's get some AoE damage into that Smoochums. This is a fairly good matchup for me. My pets are just, I think, significantly higher tier than his. So I just have to not throw here, I think. We take weak damage from that. Not from the dot, but it's probably still worth it to stay in. We get a little, a six damage. Good job, Violent Pultrid. That was really poggers. 6 damage. Alright, now we go for the Maul. Then I think we probably take the Call Lightning on this guy. I could bring in the Actually, it's probably going to take weak damage, though. It's not a half bad option. And yeah, I think I'll do that. The Poultrid's going to be pretty valuable, I think, versus that Kunchong hatchling. Alright. And now... Lash will kill him with a double. We took weak damage on the on our Poultrid with... Okay, I don't know about that swap. I think he should have sacrificed the mechanical there. I think he was going to lose regardless, but that swap surely did him no favors. I can't think of a good reason for him to do that. Except for the potential for a mind game that maybe he thought I was going to go for a blind and he could eat the blind on him. That was just, yeah. That was an unfortunate swap. I'm guessing he thought I was going to go for blind and that's why I swapped him in, but no. It was better for me to go for the damage, even if he did stay in. So now we'll send the blind, because he has lightning out and he's going to be going for big damage on my team. And we can blind all of it. Yeah, Nightshade Spratling's too good. Alright. Well, that's GG's. Fun teams, though. Might keep queuing. Actually, surprisingly fun. Usually this time of night, it's nothing but that one player. He's probably just really proud of himself for that 10% win versus this particular team, actually, that he got a couple hours ago. I haven't seen him since he got that win. Oh, that was so unlucky. He barely survived for like 2 extra turns because this leap missed his Blossoming Ancient, and it would have killed him. So then I had to leap 2 more times, and then he gets extra damage out, and just barely lost because of it. Pretty sure this noisy ass Deathwatch hatchling. I love this pet, but he's so noisy when he's summoned. His little feet just keep pounding on the floor. Anyways, I don't think y'all can hear it, but it's really loud in my headset. So yeah, I like this team a lot, but gonna call it for the video there. Keep queuing. If the games are fun, I'll make another video, and I'll see you in that one. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. Peace out, y'all.